Microsoft are rich bullies. Really, nigga? That's sad. This is sad. This is sad. This GameCentral fanboy articles are crazy sad. And it's weird because Microsoft acquires Activision Blizzard. FTC, they failed. They failed their things. It's fine. I mean, they tried, they failed. They failed many a times before. This is not going to be the end of them. But like there was fanboys on there like champion Bobby Kotick getting $400 million because the deal is closing, and I'm like, do y'all not understand? That's not just a payout for Bobby. They're not just paying Bobby. Like the reason all that shit was going on in Activision, all the allegations that was going out, the fucking Bill Cosby room shit that happened, all the lawsuits in court, and Bobby still had a job. People never understood why because they don't know how the business worked. Bobby was CEO of Activision. We all know that. But what 90% of the fanboys online that keep championing all this, Bobby was also majority shareholder of Activision Blizzard. That means he owned majority of Activision Blizzard. Even if they tried to fire him, he still had more control over that company than everybody on the board. And he didn't want to sell to anybody. The board members wanted to buy him out a long time ago. He said no. He said no. And he could say no. Why? Because you have to vote board members out. See, I'm an investor. I invest. That's what I do. That's my thing. And what you learn when you invest is the more shares you own, the more votes you get. So if Bobby owned the most votes on the board and he's the CEO of Activision, when they vote for the CEO of Activision, all Bobby has to do is vote himself. He has more power over Activision than the whole board combined. That's why he's majority shareholder. So when Microsoft made the offer to them, they had to pay to make sure Bobby actually wanted to sell at that number. And that number was almost $70 billion. Activision wasn't worth $70 billion at the time. A lot of people point that out, like, oh, they overpaid for Activision. No, they didn't. They overpaid to get Bobby ass the fuck out of there. Why? Because Bobby makes money. Bobby knows how to make money. He's been making money. He's making money with Activision. So they had to. He wanted to sell at a price that was astronomical. But now, if you look at Activision right now on the stock market before they are gone forever, Activision is worth well over 70 billion now. Activision prices rose. Microsoft is getting them at a discount now. So I mean, Microsoft is saving Activision Blizzard from Activision and Bobby as a whole. Remember, 9 studios are working on Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. MW2 came out. 9 studios on the flash screen. What the fuck? There used to be 1 studio per Call of Duty. Now 9 of them? 10 of them? A support studio? What the fuck is going on over there at Activision? They all used to make games. All of Activision used to make a different game. 3 of them made Call of Duties. And the other ones made other things, bro. Prototype was a thing. Guitar Hero was a thing. They had platformers, Crash and Spyro and shit. And now they all working on fucking Call of Duty, bro. All of them? Come on. Do you think those devs want that? People don't think about that when Microsoft bought them. They disregard all of that, bro. Disregard all the unions that was created, all the cleanup that they did throughout all the execs and stuff that was going on Activision when Microsoft was going to acquire them initially started the acquisition process. All the good that Microsoft did for Activision, all the good they're gonna do for Activision when they acquire them, when the acquisition is done, it's crazy. They skim all over that. Why? Because oh no, you're gonna take games from PlayStation, and it's like doesn't have anything to do with PlayStation. Timothy Ryan himself said it. He already knows this has nothing to do with PlayStation. We went over an article the other day. Nigga, Microsoft is gonna be in second and third place to Sony even after this acquisition is over. It's not gonna change anything. It's not gonna matter. But yeah, the rich bullies. The rich bullies got bullied a whole generation, bro. A whole like 8, 9, 10 years of getting their ass beat on by Sony Interactive Entertainment. And Microsoft wasn't supporting Xbox at that time. They were firing every fucking body. If y'all remember how many studios did Microsoft shut down because they weren't producing? That's why Xbox was left with Halo, Forza, and Gears, the only 3 things that were producing. Crazy how how we came back from that. Oh my gosh, that nigga Phil is an exec. He's executive of the century, especially on the Xbox side of things, bro, because he revived the Xbox from the great collapse. He's always gonna get the highest dues from any Xbox owner because everybody that was there from the beginning to the end to now. Come on now, bro. It's all respect for Phil and what he accomplished over there. But fanboys, bro, they're just crying. Activision isn't gonna do anything. They think it's gonna make Game Pass unstoppable. Half the fucking Xbox community don't use Game Pass. Half the Xbox community don't use Game Pass. Do people know that? Do people understand it? I don't think they understand that. Half the niggas that bought an Xbox console don't use Game Pass. Activision is not about to revolutionize that. It's not about to bolster that number astronomically. People like, oh, they gonna drop Call of Duty in Game Pass day one. Yes. They drop a lot of things in Game Pass day one. Doesn't mean all of them are gonna get people to join Game Pass. Because Call of Duty niggas are gonna buy Call of Duty no matter what. No matter who owns it, no matter where it is. If they want to play Call of Duty, they're gonna just buy it and play it anyway. Will some of them want to play it in Game Pass for $10, $15 a month? Not if they only play Call of Duty. The only Call of Duty players is not about to spend $200 a year subscribing to Game Pass to play one game. No, they're gonna buy their game for $70 and they're gonna play the fuck out of it like they always do. Every year the game comes out. That's not gonna change anything. It's gonna bolster the catalog. Yes, we're gonna get a whole lot of back compact games. We're gonna get fucking Prototype. Hopefully they bring that back. He should be Microsoft superhero. Bring Alex Mercer back, bro. My nigga needs to fly through the sky again. That New York City Menace need to come back. But other than that, like, Game Pass is not revolutionizing anything with Activision Blizzard. Numbers might go up a little bit for people to play the Activision Blizzard games they never played before. Might go back and experience something that they didn't play before. From the olden times. The new games maybe. But like you add like Diablo and stuff in there. I already bought Diablo. I bought the $100 edition of Diablo. I'm not worried about Diablo coming into Game Pass. I own the other Diablo games. I played the other Diablo games. Some people haven't. They might subscribe to Game Pass for it. But most of the fans of those games already bought those games. That doesn't change because it goes to Game Pass. I don't know what PlayStation fans be thinking, bro. But it's just sad to see, like, this is how you react. Nobody reacted like this when Sony bought Haven. Nobody reacted like this when they bought fucking Spitfire, what the fuck they called, bro. Nobody reacted like this when they bought Bungie. When Microsoft buys Activision, oh, because it was 70 billion. That's why Microsoft literally did Activision a favor by spending $70 billion. Did them the biggest favor in gaming history. Getting Bobby ass to actually sell and to go take his money somewhere else. Go be a CEO somewhere else. That is wild, bro. But Microsoft don't get the credit for that. That's okay, bro. We're going to have to leave it right here. So thank you all for watching. Like, subscribe if you're new. This is just sad, bro. Story by GameCentral. Fucking crazy. But, I'll see y'all in the next video.